Hello? 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 Hello?
Let's take turns, like doing the camera.
Alright. What's up, boys? Who's on? Scobe and Franklin. What's up, boys? How was Christmas?
What's
Oh,
in,
also...
what you injure?
Okay, hold on. Let me stop so I can actually watch this. The last time I did this, my audio was messed up. It was just like a little fuzzy. So let me know if my audio is doing the same thing. I think it's because I'm just running too much on my computer. So yeah, let me know if it gets worse. When I unplugged it and plugged it back in, it got a little better, but it was kind of there the whole stream. I tested it afterward, and everything seems fine, so I assume it's just because I'm running too much stuff when I'm streaming. So yeah, so I decided on this 2015 sectionals game. I have not watched it in a while. But after watching the Northwestern game, yeah, and I remember, talking to the team last year about us just getting louder. I loved, that Northwestern game, this game. Those are good memories. And one of the things I loved was just how loud it was and how pumped everybody was to play. God, look at how tall Swedish is. All right, so
What'd you injure?
yeah, so the story, if you don't know, looks like there's 5 of you watching. If any younger guys are on watching, we played them in pool play and lost to them. It was the beginning of Sunday, was our last round of pool play. It was a close game. We lost, I think 11-10 or 12-11, lost by 1. And we were just off. It was our first game on Sunday at sectionals, and I think that we prepared ourselves in the morning really well. But sometimes games just do weird things, and that was one of them. I think that everybody felt that we were the better team, but IU played so confident in that game. Their kind of stud player, Mac or whatever, was spiking the disc and hooting and hollering the whole game and kind of got in people's heads. I know that Kyle said that he got in his head a little bit, and it just pisses you off. And sometimes you play better when you're pissed off, and sometimes you don't play better. So we struggled that game, but everybody, this is I think 2 games later. I think we played Ball State or somebody in we played, I don't know who it was. Oh wait, maybe IU was the end of Saturday, and then Ball State was the beginning. I don't remember exactly. But this is like 2 games later, I think, playing in the final. So here we go again. Bangy B.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So IU comes out in his zone. I love this view. You can watch side to side here. Good. I like that. They're kind of... it looks like their zone's not really trying to do too much. They're very relaxed. And then it's always nice to have a 6'6" guy. It's a good point, though. I mean, oh, and, and Jason. Freshman Beetle. So, let me turn the volume up a little bit. I know that we came out in this game and we were hyped up. Everything about this game, I just loved our defense. Look at that. Layout Kyle. Beetle just got one the point before. Look at Crew.
7-footer. Catch the baby.
Crew looking to continue. Oops, I gotta turn that. I don't know where it is.
6'5", 6'6". Oh, actually.
That's the audio from the field behind him.
Somebody asked me recently. I think I said 6'8".
Let's go back and look at that huck.
Oh, actually. Somebody asked me recently. I think I said 6'8".
I can't see who's throwing it. So Crew's guy, flat-footed. Crew's last in the stack.
Oh, actually.
Oh no, gotcha. What am I thinking?
Somebody asked me recently. I think I said 6'8".
Gotcha. Good position.
It's up there.
So we were just looking to huck there. All right, Norby, let's see this forehand. Cut. Catch
See what number threw
Beetle.
that?
I don't mind it though. He's looking to get the disc. Going right back to Kyle there. I always want you to turn the other way, but you know, if he sees something where he's a quick continuation, that's fine. Oh, I missed this guy. Just a lockdown defender. Oh yeah, Kyle with a hand block. We get 2 or 3 this game. We don't have too many hand blocks on the year. But you know, when you're just in a pumped up game like this, there's little things that just start happening. So I think it's 3-1. Somebody wants to keep track of score in the chat. Is that their... If that's their... No, it's not. I'm gonna go back and watch that. It's not a bad mark. It's that's tough to do there. That's the first. Okay, so that's their stud, 11 Mac. There was some shitty floaty thing to Billy. This is a pretty typical IU offense. They don't really have a very sound offense where it's, you know, they don't have a system. But they're usually looking to do flashy things. Run a couple deep plays. Swedish really should be cutter from him. Should have been, yeah. He was a cutter. He was a cutter all the last year. I don't know what he did the year before that. I think he started didn't he start like maybe, no, even MLC he was a cutter. And he was trying to talk me into doing handler, and I was like, dude, I don't care how good of a handler you are. You're 6'6", 6'7". I think he handled sometimes, but not when we had the numbers. At least from what I remember. I could be wrong, but I think that this senior year, he was cutter most of the year. He may have. I don't remember. Maybe ask. There you go, Jardy. Great cut. I'm gonna watch that. Yeah, Scope, I feel like we have to ask somebody else to see. I thought he was maybe like one tournament as a handler, but okay, so good throw, Jer. There's handler Swedish with the nice put. Good cut too. Just well timed. So they got one cut, and their handler left them, and Kyle with another one, man. Great job. Let's watch that. It's always fun to watch a good mark. So he's just not going for the. Oh, he's just watching. Good job, Kyle. It's not easy to do, especially with Kyle rocking around. Listen to that.
Cameraman.
God, let him hear it. right after a big play like that. I want to hear it.
Damn. Shit, I suck it. Cameraman.
26, 27 dudes just yelling. Be a game changer. It's tough, you know. Now they have to catch the pole, and they know that we are just fired up. I think it's 4-1, 4-2. Yeah, they have 2. Okay, that's one cut out of the back. Second cut just went deep. Okay, it's good. I think if Fitz doesn't fall, he might have had a chance. See, they just... IU always does that, where they just kind of stare upfield. That's good, though. Fitz has his hands on his head. Let's watch. So they go to this side. Oh, Fitz stopped. Yeah, I think he was looking to help. So it goes from one side to the other. This is tough. See, Norby's already getting closer. Yeah. That's tough. And it's got to be, you know, handlers or you know, just somebody being smart enough to really bite on that for maybe 1 or 2 seconds, where you follow them on the break side because you know it's coming, which usually is just going to mean you're going to get beat back to the fore side. So those are tough. That's why I love catching and turning. Once we do the levels, once you start it, it's tough to stop. They're rich. Listen to him. All right, let's watch that play 4. I didn't even see who hucked it. How's the audio sound? Is it better? Yeah, it was a... Yeah, Jer. Good job. It was, I mean, God, that team, you know, like, Erich the third tallest guy right there, you know, like, Swedish is cutting in, Dragon's cutting in, you know, it's so hard to, to guard a team that's that tall. And we have some height this year, but man, that year, it's fun to have height like that. Yeah, good defense. Yeah, we just... I mean, look at... I mean, he has nothing. Good D there. Great D on Fitz, you know. They don't have a solid offense. Which makes you think, you know, I'd have to watch the game before this that we had lost. You know, what happened in that game that we lost? You know, we did it again last year. You know, I can kind of speak to that. You know, we lost to IU in a close one last year, and then again we beat them by 1 in the semis or whatever. Or no, yeah, the semis. No, we lost to them in the semis, right? We did not play Purdue in the final. We lost to them. But whatever. Yeah, we had 2 close games to them, and then we play them at regionals, and you know, we destroy them. It was windy though, so I mean they don't know how to play in the wind. Snorby says, also Hoff, are we supposed to be able to hear you? Yeah. Norby, if you're on here, you should be able to hear me. Everybody else says they hear me. Liam, what's up, dude? How's it going, man? How was Christmas? All those Scobie Polacheks.
Let's go. It's a gift range.
I want to go back and
use it. Who is that? It's a gift range.
Okay, so we got guy standing there. Good D, David. Yeah, I mean we're just we're close. David's close. Kyle's close. Every little thing they have to do is tough.
Who is that on it? Beetleborg on the handle. Got it. Swing to Norby.
Yeah, Franklin. I'm trying to think of that. I thought we beat him on Sunday. We lost him in.
A nice 7 cut by.
Oh no, we lost him in pool play. So we.
And
I can't. Yeah, Crew gets mad. I can't remember if he dropped that or not, but I love the continuation catch. Boom.
And
good D too. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Throw called.
Franklin, look it up. Somebody look it up. It's kind of bugging me. We lost to them in pool play? No, we had Ball State in pool play.
Like a crew.
Oh, maybe it's kind of the same thing where we
Picking up that disc like a true gentleman.
lost in semis and won the third place.
I love the call by Danny Fitz. He's getting
Yeah,
confidence.
I think you're right, Franklin. First game and last game on Sunday.
I like that.
Lost to them in semis and then
lot.
beat them in the third place. That's right. That's what it was. Alright, let's watch.
Out zone.
Yeah, Wally. Nice
You
D, Wally.
guys were good at your cut timing. And watch Joe's.
I love the call by Danny Fitz. He's getting
Redhead.
confidence.
Yeah.
Let's watch his
like
eyes.
that.
Watch him watching the play.
I like that a lot.
He timed it well. I want to see if he was.
Coming.
Yeah, and that guy was behind him.
Ooh.
Joe's just quick. Good cut there
Yeah,
too,
Wally.
David.
Nice D, Wally.
What's going
They
on?
have good D here.
Yeah, that's another break. Let's see it.
The IU guy on the wrong side of him or what? Yeah, he just gave him the inside. And Joe got
Yeah,
it
that's
in there.
another break. Let's see it.
God. But you know, you see,
get some
IU had good
reactions.
defense there.
Hands on the face.
You know, we gave him a lot of options. We gave him a dump. It was, you know, it was guarded, but he was close. We had the first in cut there. It was guarded. And then you had a third one with Fitz going to the fourth side. So we're never leaving him hanging, which is awesome there. You know, teams can do their best to stop it, but offense should always have the advantage. And another huck play. Caught. And turn. Alright, let's go back. Let's see. Let's watch Norby's defense in the huck. Not these idiots. Alright, where is Norby here? Damn it, I missed him. I was looking on the right side, he was on the left side. Let's stop it. Oh yeah, it looks like he gets picked. He ran all the way in. Depends if he's 10 feet there. He ran around him. It looks like a pick, but from this angle, it's tough to, I don't know for sure, but he should be calling that if that is.
Foul call on number 11.
Good job. Way to stop that around. Good defense, Fitz. Look at that effort. I love it. Get that mark on Joe. Good job, Kyle. I mean, this is just... Ah, don't get broken. Good. Look at this defense. I wish the camera wasn't so close. Because it's shaky.
Some sort of.
I mean, this is just very, very good defense. I mean, the offense has tight windows, but man, we are all over them. His hands low, crew. Good. Yeah, he's just staring at field. Good job, Kyle. That's awesome. I mean, that is... God, that is just phenomenal Team D in the end zone there.
Putting off the sledge. Up the
Sledge.
crew. Let's go,
Look
baby!
at that. The sledge
That's another
special
break.
right there.
Let's see it. Oh,
Just
no.
winds that forehand back and just
That
wings it.
sucks.
Biz? Oh no, that's Bunker. Picking his nose.
You heard it
Breaks
here
coming
first. Breaks
seven.
coming sevens. Guest appearance by the Bangers.
Oh, she's a woomer. Alright. Uh-oh. That Scobie kid's in. Let's see if he can pull. How's sophomore year Scobie? Boom. We've always had good torque. Oh. That's pretty funny. We had the same reaction to whoever's on video.
I don't know.
Was that Clanky? Alright, Jeremy gets broken. Let's watch. Is he leaning on... Yeah, he's leaning on the forehand, looks like.
Are you guys just talking about our play where somebody cuts break and then runs deep?
I don't know.
Alright. Jeremy. Yeah, he's leaning a little forehand. You can get broken pretty bad right there. You know, I guess he's trying to stop the IO because the guy's only looking forehand here, but you have to remember that you're 1 goal on a mark, especially in a vertical stack that's set up like this. You cannot get beaten around. An IO is tough to throw. I mean, like I said, good handlers can throw anything here. I just don't want them to throw backhand because it goes OI and it'll float for him, you know. So an IO has to go straight at his gut, and if he throws it a little bit more on the inside towards the stack, the defense can always catch up. So never lean in here as much as Jer is, just because you can get beat around pretty easy. You know, and trust me, I do it. Everybody does it. You know, it's easier said than done, but you know, just something to try and remember. Yeah. Because he's gonna be able to pivot first. You're never gonna be able to get back there and stop a backhand. Good D, Pete. Good. Jeremy giving 100% on D though. Eric, I wish we could see that. I don't think we can see. So yeah, a lot of people struggle. So a lot of younger players struggle with when the disc goes from one side to the other, which is why I love, you know, dump swings and moving the disc around, of just repositioning yourself. You know, if you're going to guard a guy on this right side forehand, you know, you can be in let's say 0, you know, and the disc is all the way on the right side over here. You can set up in front of him here, you know, and cut off that angle. But the second he gets moved over, you know, you want to be off. Like, Scope's in good position here for anybody cutting here. But Eric, who's not necessarily, you know, he's about to be flat-footed, you know, kind of hopping around, he's too close to him. He's going to give him that. So he's good now. Scobie goes and gets his guy on the break side. Oh, it was. So he was trying to help. I think he was guarding 2 people there. Who's on green hat? Or maybe he is guarding green hat. Alright, one more time. David's back there. So it's Scobie, Eric. Yeah, okay. Yep, he was just peeking. He got caught peeking, is what it was.
Yep.
You know, you need to peek back, you know, anytime you can. But, you know, it can beat you. Of course, it gives you information, but it can also get you beat. So, you know, do I want him peeking back there? Sure, if he thinks he can, but you have to position yourself well enough in front to where if he cuts, you know, your one goal there as a defender is do not get beat to that cone. That's it. As long as you do that, you know, you can peek back and do whatever. This is great movement. Catch, turn, get that around good. Good cut.
You're hot back, you're hot back.
There's a lot of experience on this team. This is my first year coaching, and it was nice to have 12 seniors. Not maybe they didn't all play, but that's a ton of experience just on the team in general. That it just helps. Just because little things they do better. They may not be as athletic as we are now, or you know, this team's taller, but experience helps a lot. I think you can see it in the defense here. I mean, Kami Joe always helps, but Kyle and Jer playing great D. Jason relaxed, Mark hopping. Alright, let's see what happened there, Swedish.
Timeout called?
That was a terrible timeout call. Oops. Alright, so let's see here. Swedish just tired. Yep. Kind of goes for the dump fake. Gets beat up the line.
Timeout
Happens
called.
to everybody. But gotta be ready. Is that
Out
a
of bounds.
is that a break though? Yeah, that's Swedish. I think Swedish is tired here.
Timeout called.
Yeah. Plus he's a tall guy. Swedish has to get pretty low to go from 6'6" to down there to try and stop that. Oh no, that was that throw.
Out of bounds.
Sorry to keep going back here. Oh, okay, gotcha. Same guy, but he's a good thrower too.
Out
Can't
of
remember his name,
bounds,
but
Ray. Lucky us. Immediate hug.
way to take off drag.
Come on, Dragon. Oh.
It's alright, Dragon!
I just, whether the
Yeah, I'll
decision
take
to
down.
throw it, it's I leave that up to Kyle there. Looks good to me from here. Drag had steps. I usually take that any time. But just drag's cut there is phenomenal.
Ooh, a turn. He dropped the disc.
I use just not playing as confident in this game. I have a little bit more drops and throwaways than they did in the other game.
We turn it right back. Oh, foul called.
And we had less. We had a lot less. Swing, swing.
Above. Dragon.
Dragging a
With-
little air bounce. Let's watch
throw
this
that
little.
goes above
He does the
Jeremy's-
same thing Atlas did the other day. Just kind of flicks his wrist straight down,
Shit.
which means it'll pop up. Yep. He just kind of goes straight down
Above.
with his wrist.
Dragon.
Just
with
getting air under it.
The throw that goes above Jeremy's head. Now we've got
Trying to throw kind of a
The
touch throw,
transition.
you do that.
fake hammer. Forcing him under, which is good.
Don't get beat. Strike, good. Much better.
Pick called.
Much better by Swedish. So look at the difference. I
Thanks.
think he got beat strike last time, so he's just like a little bit more ready. He's not low or but he's just kind of on his toes and active.
Forcing him under, which is good.
Yeah, he just knows like if he takes off, I've got to go with him, and he did.
Pick
So
called. He still caught it. Looks like it affects. Goes back.
did my check get moved down? Oh no. Okay, we're all good.
Oh, immediately called. 111.
Is that
By
clanky?
11.
I don't know if you guys can hear it that well. Good job, Eric. Good job on that D there.
Hammer, hammer. Dropped.
So it was a high stall there. It's basically all reliant on Eric here. So giving up a dump here is okay. Being as close as you can, just trying to play as tight a D as you can. But as long as you don't get beat up the line here, that's his one goal. So stay close because it's high stall. But if he goes anywhere in front of you or tries to go up the line, you got to bite on it because that's your one goal. Do not get beat up the line. So. I think he tries to shimmy too much. Yeah, Eric, I love that position. Yeah, look at how ready he was. He could turn his hips immediately. See if I can pause it right. Yeah, look at that right there. Like, everything about that says if he goes inside of him, he can just turn his hips and go with him. Just turn, run. That's body. His body is ready to say, I am not getting beat up the line there. So if you want to go back, he'd have to turn his hips and go all the way back over here and follow him, which is what he's giving up. but he's not going to get beat up the line with that positioning. That's awesome. And, wow. And so he fakes up the line and then comes back. Eric follows him as quickly as he can, but he knows his goal is still do not get beat up the line. And number 11, Mac, cuts back up the line, and Eric is ready. That's awesome. Eric's not the fastest guy, or not the quickest guy in the world either. This is just, look at that. So he's peeking at the play, but he knows in his head right now, if he comes back, I have to go. Yeah, and that's good job. That's a very smart play by Eric there.
Let's use it.
And trust me, all they wanted to do there was get it to Mac, get it to their stud. And I think they could have. They could have just thrown a dump, but
What do we call it on this guy?
he wanted to go up the line, and Eric was close.
Putting some fresh legs in.
It's great D. Good. Catch, turn, good.
Don't quite have the fluidity that we once had,
Good.
but it's quickly coming back.
Good. I love this, man. Good job.
Just
You
call
can
it
tell
out,
by
has
our
been
guys.
called by Indiana.
He's out. Especially this guy. I think this guy will... I don't remember.
Goes back to Jeremy because we could not come to a conclusion.
Confused where Jason came from?
Surprise
On
there.
what play? I don't remember, I don't remember what play. Yeah, just trying to
Looking
swing
like the
and...
first game out here. Let's see what we got.
Good D. Look at that positioning. All really good. I think I turned the wrong way. Made that tougher.
Ooh, turn! Another gift!
Oh, gotcha. The previous one.
Can Rage finally use
Jason was there after
Oh.
Eric's strike. Let's look at that.
Can Rage
So
finally
Jason,
use
oh no,
it?
strike up the line. That's a good throw.
Oh.
I mean, that's a good decision. Not a good throw, but anytime our 6'6" guy has a step or two, yeah,
Hey, good looking.
I have no problem throwing it. I would have thrown it, or I would have liked to have thrown it, you know, maybe a little floaty over to the break side, but looks like he had to throw it quick because the mark was there. Oh, did he? Reached. He poached off the front of the stack and also reached up for that hammer.
We're arguing about things
watch
that
it again.
don't matter. And he hugs.
Oh my god, I remember that D. Okay, so let's watch this play. And then watch the D at the end.
Whatever.
Drag just gets a
Arguing
good
about
6 inches
things
over
that
the
don't
kid,
matter.
and the kid calls a foul.
And he hugs.
See, that's also good positioning by Eric here. Let's see if he has any help deep. I can't see from here.
Alright, whatever.
But he definitely comes
Arguing
out.
about things that don't matter.
Yeah, maybe bangy, but not really. His eyes are on, the field, or on the disc. It's a good cut. He's in good position. He's giving up. He's giving up the deep there, but not by much. I would like him, at least to be equal with him, or maybe a step behind him. Especially if he sees Jeremy here. Jeremy should be able to at least flash out for a step or two. Because the last thing we want them to do is really huck to their stud. I mean, if they were hucking to any one of these guys, I'd almost take that, but...
And he hugs.
I mean, Eric's good in the air, but this kid is too. And he has the advantage of going first, so... Yeah, watch this D.
Douchey McCombsey.
I mean, it's tough to tell from here. I remember watching it from the side, and I got
Another
really
foul
mad.
called.
Because Drag got over him, and like just kind of flicked
Wow,
his wrist
they're
forward. He
arguing.
didn't like whack at him.
Caught
The only thing he could have done, I
Went
guess,
back
would
to
be
the
bump him,
sender.
and the kid fell. But it just didn't look like anything.
You don't know about him.
Oh yeah, I think I went back to. This guy's not pivoting. Good D, Kyle.
Another.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do there. They can complete that all day, then good game, boys. But those are the things that, like, if you just break a team's confidence, they won't try stuff like that. Or, you know, if you're playing tough D, you know they're going to have to try stuff like that. Both are okay. Beetle should be turning. Oh, freshman Beetle loved to huck. I don't even know who he was hucking to there. The freshman Beetle, he would just look huck. Beetle has good hucks, but Beetle would just look huck all the time. So you should be catching and turning this way. Instead, he's turning back towards where the disc came. I mean, he could catch and throw a forehand here. Look at these guys, and the defense is all on the left side. You know, any of these cuts can come high, especially Jardy, who's second there. But he pivots back. The mark gets there. Yeah, it would have been wide open. Look at that. Timed well too. everybody knew where Beetle should have gone. He had 3 cuts. Beetle was like, "Oh man, I wonder if somebody's going deep here." And I don't even like. He's winding up right now. Who is it? Is it somebody behind? Oh, is it like a play 5 over here? Yeah, maybe that. I don't know. It just turned over on him. Yeah, it must have been a play 5 to Norby kind of thing. Oh, Beetle. Freshman Beetle. What a fun guy. Alright, let's get to play. Let's get the disc in. Good mark. Oh. Freshman Beetle on D, though. Good movement. Good movement. Oh, where's his forehand? Good. Catch turn. Oh, who is that? Who is that kid? What's with all those pivots, Green Hat? I'm just gonna call him Green Hat since I don't know his name. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh, that was in. Easy enough. Look at this D, man. And let's watch his options here. Catches. Okay. So when he catches, we've got a man on him. Norby's jogging down a little too much. Set in the back. Yeah, we're pretty much set right here. I think that's a guy of ours right there too, right? Yeah. So the first cut, you know, it's not really guarded, but he's getting down there. But Fitz is on the mark. So the first cut was too early for them, and that was their stud good. Second cut, Joe, you know, just great movement. Watch his hips. Saw it in the stack. So just watch Joe this time, and I'll go back and we'll watch the other one. So Fitz right on the mark. Just watch Joe. Boom. Like he gave him, you know, he gave him the one step in, but you know Joe's quick and he's right there. Everything about it was tough. That's one thing Joe had, man. He's so quick. Good body movement. Good positioning. Okay, so then he's got the mark. Then first cut was bad. So, oh yeah. Who is that poaching? Yep, that's why the cut stopped. I didn't even see him because he was in front. Was that Beetle? Jason? Beetle. Yeah, good job. He looked away because the poach, I didn't see it at first. Okay, so catch. Where's our swing? Good cut. Good cut. Especially with him on that hip. Crew throwing upfield. Let's watch this forehand fake. How does he throw backhand here? Catch, turn, forehand, good. That's why. Looks like he definitely got kicked. But that's awesome. So, I mean, like, you know, Crew struggled with this at the beginning of this year, where he would not... He always had good fakes, but he would never throw the disc upfield. But, you know, this is a real forehand fake, and it... Boom. Yeah, and he jumps all the way. And he's ready to turn to throw a backhand, and he gets kicked. Good. I mean, that's awesome.
Might
Good
be
to have that
foul on
kid
the
back.
throw. Beetle laid out and missed it. No contest. Just comes back to Crew.
Good cut. Yeah, that's actually a very good cut. Joe did this every once in a while. And it kind of reminds me of what Colin does right now. Colin's got very good, you know, quickness. He's agile when he wants to be, but he slows down. And I think it's just Colin hasn't, you know, he has not played a full year yet. But if you watch Joe here, he times his cut well. So we're watching right here. He times his cut well, you know, and it's, you know, when the disc is thrown to him, he just slows down enough. This kid's a good defender. You know, he's going to lay out, and, you know, you give a good defender like that. So, I mean, great cut. He knew he was behind him. He got in front of him, so he has the, you know, he has the inside track here. He's got a good full step, half step ahead of him. Throw's getting ready. You know, and he's getting prepared to catch it rather than running all the way through. You know, he should be like right here with his body, and just maybe either catching it on the outside or just running right through it. But he's trying to, like, you know, prepare himself to catch, kind of where he's slowing down a little bit. And the kid lays out. Let's watch it one more time. It's a good cut, but watch Joe slow. Yep, it's just kind of slowed down enough. Especially big games like this, don't want to give teams layout Ds, man. That'll pump anybody up. This little kid, man, he was so small, but he was good lefty throws. He never dropped the disc. Oh, rarely, I think. That's Rage Hat over there. Okay. Swing. Look at that. Good position. Good D by Fitz. And just a throwaway. Just good D. I love our intent. I mean, I love our defense this game. We were pumped too. It always helps to play, you know, especially, you know, a finals of anything is always fun. That's a great floaty. Great throw to space. Who is that? Fitz? Is Fitz the one? Oh, it's Beetle. Yeah, just floated out there. Kind of a tough throw, but, you know, there's tons of space.
Scobie on the pole. Looks like it went out.
Scobie on the pole, and where did it go? Hey, Alice. D-line Scobie. Jardy loves defense. Mr. Green Hat's back out here. Good D. God, just little things like he's slowing the offense down because he didn't catch and turn. Yeah, he got that off, but their offense just slows down because they don't turn the right way. IU, man, for years, especially at Purdue, for a long time as well, both of them. Purdue's getting better at it.
Wave to the camera.
They both have had just some of the best athletes, but just not good fundamentally. I mean, IU can beat anybody, they lose to anybody, you know. It's been kind of, I mean, we've done that for a long time. I think until, you know, you actually have one person coach or teach you one system, whether that system's, you know, the right way to do it. As long as you're doing one system, everybody kind of knows what to do. See, like that, he turned back the wrong way. Let's watch him. Let's see if he had anything. So he turned back that way. Look at that. I don't know who he throws it to, but if he gets it, if he catches and turns backhand, yeah, I mean, even if he just like, his eyes when he came in just see Scobie and just catch it and boom, it goes right down the break side. I mean, the defense is all on this side. It's just kind of, everybody gets the disc and they think, oh man, I need to look upfield. But, I mean, you really, what you should be thinking is, how can I get the disc on the other side of the, other side of the field where we have, all the space, all the advantages. But you turn back a field and, now this is harder. We could still turn around and do it, but, this is an IO that's tough, or a hammer now. And now we're just relying on foreside, which is where the defense is. So there it is, but there's easier things to do. Catch, turn. There you go. Oh, where's that cut? There's not even a cut form there. Oh. I remember that. Smiles just did kind of the flick the wrist straight down, where he had tons of wrist flick. But Atlas, you're watching now. Somebody else did it earlier. Just flicks the wrist straight down. Boom. See it just kind of go boom. It's gonna pop up. Typical brick. Good hustle, David. Catch. Good. Get mark on. Look at those two captains back there, man. Tell you what, I'm just gonna start calling him Green Hat. Yeah. Oh well. Nothing you can do there. Our defense was good that point. I'm okay with giving up a hammer. Beetle. He's like, let's run a play. Let's see. So we definitely running a play 5 here, but let's see if... Yeah, so, like... Alright, so let's watch. Let's go. This is a good one. So, I think you did this a little bit at MLC. When we run a play, you have to sell it other ways, too. So, like, you know that Kyle's going, so he has to give maybe 2-3 seconds to where he has to go. You have to sell it to the stack and to this off handler that you're doing something else. Like, give him the look of like, hey, somebody cut or point somewhere, or turn to the dump and just kind of give him 1 second to look. All of that will freeze everybody, and it'll keep the attention on you, and it'll allow Kyle to go. So like you see the off handler defender actually jumps over. I think Crew was open on the in cut, or maybe it was close, but Beeto's just like, Kyle's going now, and Beetle just stares at this play the entire time. He's giving up too much information. I'm surprised especially this guy does not end up being over there to help, but it's because that's Crew's going in. But Crew being active here is what he has to do, because his guy's gonna be cutting. But like, Beeto's still just standing flat-footed going, oh, I'm waiting for Kyle to get ahead, just waiting. And now this guy on the not even in the frame yet jumps over and gets close, because Beetle is just staring upfield and not selling anything. And so the stack does a good job of not getting their defenders to help on that, but Beetle needs to do a better job. I mean, whatever happens with the throw, that's something you can get better at hucking. Yeah, he's worried about that. Whatever. Some throws are going to be there, some aren't. I would give him 100, green light every time he wants to throw that. Kyle had plenty of room. There was no help deep. But he just has to sell it better. Little things like that can be the difference. Good D, crew. See, I hate that. So, alright, let's...
Yeah, Norby!
So they just gave us the disc on the end zone. And this is something that IU, I think, struggles with. But when he catches this, boom. Like, he knows he wants to go back this way. His mind's made up he wants to turn back this way. He should be getting his body ready to catch and turn this way. But he doesn't. So he's going back. He's narrowing the field because, I mean, this guy just threw it to him. Our defense is on this side already. Why would you ever want to turn back this way? Does he have a break cut? I don't know. I think if he catches and maybe somebody will go, but I think even if he catches and steps, I mean, Norby already is jumping around trying to not let that off. If he caught and threw a fake backhand, I think Norby would jump even more, and then maybe, you know, their IO or something like that. But he just narrows the field. Now we got a mark set on. Is he going to look that off, or is Beetle that close? Yeah, no, Beetle's close. So, you know, him not turning here, so now he gets Norby gets beat, but now he has to throw a low backhand around even a mark that's, you know, kind of broken. But still, he could have made it easier by catching and turning that way.
Yeah, Norby!
Billy Shell. Stick with Kyle. Jason. That laser of an IO. Crew laughing at him. That's a tough throw. We're having fun. We're loud. Although I don't think we hear it as loud. Probably from where the camera is, but I remember this game pretty darn loud. But we're confident. Playing well. Defense is lights out, I think. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's what they had to do. Let's watch it. A couple of them. Let's watch it one more time. I won't do it more because it's already 11, so. Cut there. We're close. Okay, I mean, close on the dumps. They have nothing easy.
Shame.
Great team defense. Let's go, 11. What do you got? Look at this handler over here wanting to do something.
Foul called.
Is it high stall? You're just trying to float it out to space there? Let's see. Fitz, that's a tough IO. It's open, but you could throw that immediately. It's a small window, but that would probably be the one. Now you're just kind of getting worried. That's a tight throw, and his eyes are on you. It's a tough one.
Foul called on the D.
I mean, really?
Tough call.
Your hands were on him when he started making the cut.
Goes back to Scobie. I do in fact hit Jeremy.
Take that 6'6" guy. Good
Swings
catch.
it to Scobie.
I'll turn the other way.
Scobie puts it. Kami.
Good throw.
Kami puts it
Oh,
up.
Kami with the
tall
high
Swedish.
release. That release
There's
point
my
is,
lanky
man.
person.
Look at where he throws that from.
Swings it to Scobie. Scobie puts it. Kami.
That's where he threw all of his throws from.
Kami.
He
puts
worked
it
on
up.
it, but anytime he got into
Tall
the game,
Swedish.
he would throw from there. He'd work on it in
There's
practice.
my lanky
but
person. Eats it up.
It's hard to change something, especially when you get in game. You end up
Okay.
reverting
Okay.
back to what you're used to doing.
Kami's strong on his man.
It's good D. Good D.
He's looking dump.
Good D.
He swings it. Oh,
Smiles is close.
gets there.
Kami, great
Oh,
position.
Deep
I
throw.
just-
Kami's got it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he has it twice. Oh, wait, Kami!
that guy, like,
Ooh,
screwed up his shoulder
Big
on
time
that.
injury.
I think he actually comes back in a couple points from now.
We're back in play.
Great throw, Fitz. Fitz's first fakes are always awesome. He always looks to go forehand and then backhand. Always does that, and he does it really well. Because he's. I hope you're watching, Fitz. But he's so much more confident in his backhand than he is with his forehand. So he throws a good forehand fake, and he's got a very solid backhand. That's a high release, but I mean, I would take that matchup. He was close. Let's watch it again. Yeah, see, he's throwing it from up here. I think he knows that, I mean, this guy's close. I would almost try to step and throw a big OI. But he's throwing a Swedish here who has a half step on a guy that he's, a few inches taller than. I mean, their guy's tall, so if your mark's this close, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of up to you. It's a tough throw. You can't really throw it the way you want to throw it because the mark's, was close enough, which is probably why he's trying to rush it. Maybe try to throw it OI. Yeah. I think he just kind of tried to rush it. He knew he wanted to throw it, like when he was catching it.
Another marathon
But
point.
anytime you rush something, the efficiency, the percentage, I think, goes way down. You start doing weird things. You release it high, or you don't throw it exactly where you want to. What are you doing, Smiles? You telling jokes to him? Scoby, you last back there. Is that why he's that open? Let's watch it again. Okay, so we are forehand, and you're on this side, which is fine because we're setting up. He fakes deep. Yeah, you're in good position to not get beat deep. Yeah, everybody's looking forward. That's not really you. That's not really anybody. I just kind of hope somebody would flash out there, especially from a stoppage. Good job, Joe.
Turn on the strike
God, they
cut.
can't complete anything. Jeremy looking to hook. Good fake.
Jeremy with a very believable fake.
I think because he thought he was actually throwing it.
To Kami.
Kami with that high
Kami up
release.
to, looks like Smiles.
Continue.
Smiles up the Fitz.
Continue.
Fitz to Jeremy.
Oh, now you get the other break side.
Jeremy's looking upfield.
Pivot. Good. Catch.
Swing it to
Turn. Good. Who's
Swing
over
it
here?
to
Good.
Scoby.
Catch.
Scoby back to Jeremy.
Good.
Jeremy
Who's next?
up to Billy. Billy looking. Billy looking.
Good.
Back to Jeremy.
Ah,
Jeremy
it's tough
looking.
because you're running at him, but I still
Something's called.
would want you to
I don't
try and
really
turn.
know.
You just have to think about it. You're caught staring at the disc. I think you need help too. I mean, I don't want you following him in when you're last in the stack.
Billy to
That
Smiles.
close. Because I don't want you to get beat deep. Great movement here. And we're taking our time. We're playing confident.
That's a break.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great
yes.
movement. Great,
Get all of your
12
faces
throws. I mean,
back.
look at all these guys.
Got the shirt in his face.
There was nothing they could do there. We had dumps, we had swings, we had, cutters. We had cutters coming in, we had cutters throwing the disc to other cutters. We had just great movement. Alright, Joe. Let's see why we get beat up the line.
Hardly caught.
I can't really see it. I mean, it looks like he's ready. So I wonder where this guy gains. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing really there. Joe has good position. He just, I guess, gets beat. Maybe he's off a step, or that guy's quick too. It looked like Joe was in good position, but he got beat. So maybe the next time, you know, be one more step more towards the up line. That's travel. This guy has turned the disc over a bunch too. He's in his own head.
He's turned it a few times. They haven't really realized
Wow.
it.
They're clinky again on the talking. Him and I are thinking the same things. I love the transition.
Come on,
hook there.
Crow! Just too far.
We got to get this off the line or Huck, because we have nothing. It's a tough position.
Crow!
I think we need to let...
Just
I must
too
need to
far.
run like an ISO here. I'm going to go back. Scobie, tell me what you think. If we ever get on the sideline, we almost need to do kind of
He's turned it a few
a side
times.
stack.
They haven't really realized
Not really
it.
side stack, but hold on. Let's see here. Okay, so we're all right here. You know, you're going to have a dump somewhere that should be closer than this. I think what we should do is just run an ISO here. I mean, we can call it a certain play and call it a name or something. Where the stack is actually pushed over even more than probably it is here. But then you have one ISO that can go in or deep, and then if you actually have help, the poacher can, you know, the poached person can go deep, and you can open everything up if they start poaching. But it's tough to run an offense from this setup. I mean, we can't. I mean, even if anybody cuts, these got 4 guys defending them, and let's say we have 2 cuts. I mean, it's tough. The only thing we have are hammers and hooks here, you know, which is not something you want to rely on. So I think we need to maybe come up with something. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often. You get stuck like this, where you're picking up the disc on the middle, of, you know, the sideline. But you know, it'll happen once or twice a game. I mean, yeah. I mean, Joe's cutting, but what is he really gonna do with that positioning?
Come on, Crow! Just too far.
You like play 2 off the sideline? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. It would be nice to actually have an option in, which is almost impossible from that. Yeah, play 6 could do that. That's not bad. And we could basically just call play 6 from that, where we're just the one. I mean, that is play 6, right? Where it's, but they all start in the middle and then they run out and one goes in. So rather than doing like all starting in the middle, we should just start with him out there. So it's kind of like a play 6, but it like already happened type of thing. You know what I mean? It was just where like there's an ISO on that, so he's somebody he can work with on the end, and then he can run play 2. You know, the guy going down the break side. Oh, Sledge. I love that D. So watch Sledge. Just anticipation. Yeah. It's good D. He wants it too. His hands low. Oh. Leaning a little bit too much forehand. God, they gave us the disc, man. We were Beetle with the quick.
Yeah!
Nice. Okay. My club team has a set play for a host stack off that sideline. Off handler and cutter on the sideline. Switch spots diagonally. Off handler and cutter. Okay. Yeah. I mean, something like that. I mean, if you want to do something like that at practice, or maybe even write it up and send it on an email type of thing, I'd love to actually have a play off a sideline like that. Because we could call play 2 every time, and I would be confident that play 2 would be okay. But it's so easy to, as a defense from there, just kind of like go, well, we have so much help in, we just can't get beat deep here. So I think that you're always going to have people helping deep, just because of where it's set up. So I'd rather have something else than just a straight vert out of it. Everything they do is just tough. They're having to throw these IOs or break mark backhands around.
Styles for the catch.
They look defeated. I mean, they are getting whooped at this point, so it's not easy to not play a little defeated, but...
Oh yeah, nice dump.
Yeah, good resets. Way to see the poach. Continue. Reset catch.
Oh sweet.
Turn
Are we
your
running
voice
well?
mouse.
Thanks.
Yeah, we just kind of doing whatever we want. But our timing's, awesome right
Come
now.
on.
Great throw. Another great throw. I mean, our offense there is just beautiful. Just confident, taking easy ones.
What was that?
That's awesome. That Jonathan
I
screaming
think
out
that
of the
was.
camera.
Is that game? Is that game?
Yeah, I think that's game.
All right, boys. That's it. I like to just do one game. Usually try to keep it to about an hour, but I think that one went just a bit over an hour. Yeah, I think it's fun to just talk as I watch. You guys can kind of hear what goes through my head. So tonight, I think Scobie and I can talk about what we do off the sideline. Something I learned. I love hearing how loud this team was. Something I think we need to do this year. Something we need to work on. The marks were okay in this game. Just defense. This defense, the entire game was just locked down. If we ever get defense like that, and I think it's something we definitely can do. But adrenaline and being loud on the sideline will help that. You always play better defense when you got everybody yelling and screaming and hyped up, and so offense, we're just so patient, very confident. I think once you have confidence, we wanted to win that game. We were just very confident. We kind of do whatever we want. The cut timing was beautiful. That was a good game. So, all right, boys. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I'll probably do it again tomorrow. I don't really have much going on this week, so 10 p.m. tomorrow. Later, boys.